Love you, Aussie. I don't have mine.
Reuben Cherrington to Kennedy Cherrington.
Navigated the biggest ocean. We can navigate anything.
You are now listening to
Cherries on top. Bro, sorry. You're a noob. Don't be silly.
Bruh.
It's hard to navigate. What?
Got that dog in us. Yes, we're good. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's go. Comeback season.
You're listening to Cherries on Top. My name's Kennedy.
And my name's Reuben.
We're TikTokers, podcasters, whatever you want to call us. We're that. We talk everything sports, banter, sibling life, NRLW, just a bit of everything. We're not just a footy podcast, guys.
This episode is sponsored by our good mate GS. Without him, this wouldn't happen. So big shout out to Cordell Construction.
Thank you so much. Season 2 has been sponsored by GS. We've been able to give back to our community with $300 gift cards to Rebel Sports. So without you, GS, this wouldn't have happened. But in saying that, we've got a really, really cool guest on. 2-time premiership with the Knights and the Roosters. A very well-known face in the NRLW. Amazing person, works hard and has had a breakthrough season, especially in the Roosters this season. I would love to introduce Ethan Strange's sister, John Strange's daughter, Jasmin Strange. Yay! How are you, Jazzy?
Yeah, good. Excited to be in here. Been watching the podcast, so it's pretty cool to be here.
Well, about time you're on Cherries on Top. I messaged her and she's like, about time. So thank you for coming in. We thought bring you in last episode, finish off with a bang, get to know Jazzy and what she's really like. I guess, how has the season kind of evolved? You know, unfortunately, I was hoping to see a premiership win, girl, but that's all right. You've already got 2. How was the Mad Monday celebrations? I want to know.
That was actually at my house, and I didn't actually know that the Mad Monday was going to be at my house because I don't have WhatsApp because my storage is full on my phone. And then my best friend Jade goes, you know, we're going to your house tomorrow for Mad Monday. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So we all got on the bus from Sydney and then went to the Central Coast, and yeah, it was pretty good.
How many days did you kick on for?
Well, I don't want to get in trouble, but yeah, we just flew straight to the Sunshine Coast after that. I think we had Prezzo after, kept going, and then flew to the Sunshine Coast and then back to the South Coast. So yeah, back for a couple of days now.
I love it. I sent us a few TikToks. You guys did the wigs, eh?
Yeah, we did wigs. I actually had to have a tactical nap because we went out obviously after the grand final, and then during Mad Monday, I just couldn't stay awake. So I had to go hide in my granny flat. But there was a punishment for if you took your wig off. So I fell asleep in the granny flat with my wig covering my head just in case anyone came in and hunted me down, and I didn't have to do any punishments.
No, I was laughing. There was a TikTok you guys did. It was the Nicki Minaj one, and Paul Rima's covering her face.
And everyone had their wigs over their black eyes.
And then Keely's eyes, they were full trying to cover it.
Screen, yeah. Jazzy, it's probably a question you get asked all the time, but I don't think people actually know unless they watch All Stars. But you being Maori, how's that been for you, that journey?
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting journey for me personally. Pretty much my whole social media nowadays is get Ethan to play Māoris. Is Ethan going to play Māoris this year? And so that's been pretty cool. But yeah, my grandma is the Māori one in our family. She grew up in Rotorua, so it was pretty cool for my first All Stars being actually in Rotorua, and we got to go back over, and really grateful for Uncle Len, if anyone knows him, a big character. Yeah, we woke up at 4:30 one morning, and he rented a minivan and took my dad and me to all of the places from our pepeha. So that was really, really exciting, and yeah, just getting to connect back was really cool.
No, I think one thing me and Ruben have been on our cultural journey this year, especially after this year's campaign, we went straight back home because we just felt like a calling was saying, get home. So we went and swam in our awa, seen our waka, climbed our maunga. So for you to get that experience, I think, have you kind of felt like a disconnect from your identity or just learning about it? Do you kind of feel that?
It's an interesting one, obviously, growing up in Australia. I think you guys will be able to relate. But I think that the NRL having All-Stars is just so important because it enables people like us to connect back to our culture. A lot of the Maori team is Aussies. They've grown up in Australia. So I think that it's really important having that, and having it back over in New Zealand is also really important because obviously the Indigenous girls get to connect here when we have it in Australia, but equally as important the Maori girls.
100%. We did hear a little bit of a whisper from a little birdie, hey Rubes.
Yeah, we did.
About potentially All-Stars campaign being back home. Let's take it up north though. Let's go FFN. Rotas have seen it. Christchurch is too far. Maybe Auckland, but let's take it up north. Whangarei, I reckon. But in saying that, Ethan Strange, John Strange, Jazzy Strange, are we going to see the trifecta at All Stars?
Surely, because I don't know if you guys know, but my dad's coaching this year for the first time. So
I love that.
Yeah, we're very excited about that one. So we need to get Ethan on the train. He's a bit different to me. He's pretty shy and like he's very like calm
Introvert.
and shy. Yeah, introvert. So hopefully some of his mates play so that he'll actually go. I think he wants like Kaio and that. So hopefully the Raiders
that'd
boys
be
are allowed to
nice.
go, because that would be so cool having all three of us there.
Given Ethan Strange has had a massive season, right? And you guys all were in the grand final finals appearances. Is there any sort of sibling rivalry? We've spoken about a lot on the podcast in the household.
It would be a lot more interesting to say yes, but there's genuinely none. I don't even think Ethan knows he plays NRL. Every single time we come home, like we went and got breakfast at a cafe and Ethan wasn't even paying attention. It was me, Dad and Ethan. He wasn't even paying attention. He's like, oh, I could surf that. Yeah, I spearfish out there, and like telling us all the stories. So he's just himself, and I love that about him, and it's his best quality because he seriously does not get overwhelmed by anything. He just
A cool head.
Yeah, he's
Cool cat.
got a very cool head, and he's just a local Central Coast boy. So
That's crazy,
love that.
casual Dalian 5'8" of the year with his superstar sister and his superstar dad coach. No, I love that because I think it'd be really good for Ethan to come home though, like kind of reconnect because you've had that experience.
It's very it would be just amazing for him. He's played over there obviously when they're versus the Warriors, and it's pretty cool. So I know we used to watch All Stars when we were younger and talk about we could play that like our grandma's Maori. So yeah, I think that would be very, very cool for us
I
all to go
reckon
over.
we're gonna see it 2026. Nepotism chat. We've heard about I seen your Triple M NRL kind of interview. I think it was Origin series.
Cool, calling the old man
Nepotism. Do you know what nepotism is?
Isn't it like you kind of get born into
Or favoured because you're the coach's some sort of like connection, and then you apparently get an easier way into
because you come from something that's already been
but in this sense, like a question from one of our fans, shout out to Nick for asking this question. They said, have you felt like you've had to work harder for a starting position or work harder because your dad's the coach? And what is it like?
Yes, I think there needs to be a word for like the opposite of nepotism. But I think that I used to get really bothered by people's comments about it. So then I obviously went to Newcastle for that year to prove myself away from my dad, won the premiership, played every game.
Oh, period.
And half of my TikTok comments were like, she's only in the team because of her dad. And I'm like, you idiots. Like, seriously, any brain cells? Like, my dad is the coach of the Roosters and I'm at Knights. And I'm getting comments like, you're only in it because of your dad. So then that kind of just made me realise like not to take any of that to heart because they genuinely don't know what they're talking
They're just
about.
a fucking couch. We've had
So
plenty of them.
after I realised that, I kind of just went, oh, well, it's my life. I'm doing well for myself.
Exactly.
So, yeah, bit of out of sight, out of mind mentality with me. That's a very simple way to put it. You know, if you don't give your energy or even your awareness to something, then it's not even real in your life. So if I'm not reading comments or things like that, then it literally doesn't exist in my life, so it doesn't affect me. So
100%.
I definitely need to have that mentality.
Yeah, it's not always going to be consistent. Some days I find myself, we both find ourselves still reading comments, believing comments, but the tougher the skin these days.
I feel like we go hand in hand with telling each other off reading the comments too. Like, why are you reading that? Get off.
I've had to
It's
rip
not
her
good.
phone off her. She's had to do the
That's so
same.
cat. I've had to do it to you
So
more
many
than
times.
me.
It's just once you realize that it's just attention seeking behavior, because especially I'll read my DMs after like something will happen and it'll be the most horrible like comment, and then I'll scroll up and it's just like flame emojis and like hot for 6 years straight. So then I'm
Literally.
like, well, people will just try and get your attention, and if they can't get it in one way, they'll
That's not
try and
being
get it in
nasty.
another way. So
That's crazy. Just trying to get your attention. We were speaking about this with KD yesterday with the NBA player.
Exactly.
He pops back at every person that comes in and they're like, do you really want our attention? Because we'll shame you for it. But what's it called? Oh, we spoke about this the other day. So nepotism, whatever. Eligibility. That was another question that we got asked about Jazzy. Did you know that Jazzy is actually eligible for 3 nations?
Australia, New Zealand, England.
yeah. Yeah.
So where are you at with that? Because that's probably the most difficult position to be in.
Well,
and you're Maori.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice to make this year because I've got a bit of a stressy in my spine, so I definitely had to have some time off. Haven't even trained or anything since the grand final. So yeah, I've just been having some time off to rest my body. It's a lot harder in the back row than it was on the wing. My body's definitely been doing a lot more.
I thought back row was like the easiest position on the field.
Okay.
Just joking.
Yeah, no, playing 70 minutes of every single game this season has taken its toll. My lashes don't last as well as they used to when I was out on the wing. I could have done my makeup before the game and gone out with it perfect when I was playing on the wing straight after, but
We love that.
not anymore. What was the question?
Eligibility. Where you at?
eligibility, yeah.
Because I seen a little
That's a
Jazzy
very
Strange.
Pommy girl comment of me, isn't it, about my hair and makeup while playing?
But I was laughing because I was like, Jazzy Strange, extended squad, Kiwis. What's going on there, girl? But you were in the extended squad for Blue. So I just want to know where you're at.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm pretty chill, to be honest. Just whatever's meant to come to me will come to me. And I know that sounds cheesy, but I really do believe that. And yeah, I kind of just do the best that I can, and whatever opportunities present themselves. It would be very cool to represent England because that's obviously my mum's fully English. All of her family's still over there, and I do represent my Maori side, which is my New Zealand side, by playing Maori. So I think it would be cool to play both, but the English team doesn't want the NRLW girls.
Yes, I did hear that.
Really?
There are so many of
So
us in
silly.
the NRLW, and I think
It's an ego thing.
Okay, I don't want to get
Well, I can say it because I ain't eligible,
No,
but it's like you've got...
I think it's like they obviously have a focus on building the talent over there, but
They want
I think-
homegrown.
Well, they wanted to send a lot of their Super League girls over to the NRLW, but I think the smartest thing for them to do if they genuinely want to build their competition over there, because sending their best players away isn't going to help their competition grow. I would love to see a Super League season that's opposite to the NRLW season, because I would be the first one over there, staying at all of my family's places over there. England is seriously the best place. If you haven't been, go. Nightlife, unreal.
Manchester was a pretty hot night after World Cup.
I turned 18 in Leeds, so that was a good
Leeds
night
is a good
out.
night.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be really good. A lot of us would go there, Jocelyn Kelleher, but they need to change the eligibility around New South Wales Origin and playing for England.
Taylor Preston also.
Oh, 100%. She'd be straight
Imagine them
in
two in
over
the
there.
halves.
Oh, unreal. That would just, They do have good halves for England as well, but I think just bolstering that competition will definitely help them.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Please.
Make it happen, because I would definitely be the first to jump on that Super League train too, because I actually asked my manager this season for me and Rubes. I was like, can we play Super League? Like, I want to play in another country. I want to go.
Well, that's actually how my dad met my mum. So he was the youngest captain coach of York in the Super League when they were in the Super League. And they were on a night out together in England. It's genetic. The night outs, the love of night outs is definitely genetic.
Strange family night out.
If anyone's seen my dad on a night out, I dance the exact same. But
No rhythm. Nah.
no. It's a bit, you don't. Ugh. But my mum, approached him because she felt bad for him because he was bald even when he was 20 and she thought he was 10 years older than he actually was, so she approached him, and then I think they went home together, probably just had a nice chat, and then
And the next thing you know,
then he brought her back to Australia when he came back, and then they had me, so
Best thing that ever happened, girl.
yeah, thanks guys.
Oh, that's
we love that.
hilarious.
It's a little bit of a wholesome story.
So what you're saying, Jazzy, is I need to go on a night out and find my husband in England.
I think if we all go play Super League, Ruben's alright.
She can be kind of the
be
mum.
wing woman.
Yeah, she can wing
That's
it
all
for
right.
us.
Yeah, no. Kennedy needs a night out in England, and she's going to meet her future love of her life.
Damn, because last time I was in England, I was in a relationship, but I'm no longer in a relationship, guys.
Ooh.
So
all right, well, I'm taking over the podcast. We need to do a plug for Kennedy. Kennedy, on paper, what's your type?
whoa, I'm getting interviewed. Right, I do love a brown boy, but
No crackers here.
well,
I thought you said to me the other day that I think I'm changing my type, Ruben. I think I'm going to go for white boys.
well, I don't want to break the code.
So she's adding in some more flavour.
because unfortunately these brown boys, they're too immature. So I need someone that's going to be secure enough to
Secure in themselves.
Securing
Very
themselves to
important.
complement me.
Do they have to play sport?
Yes, but no.
Oh.
But they have to understand the sport life concept.
Could it be someone who's really successful in their own aspect away from sport?
Yes, business.
Just so that they
finance. 6'5", blue eyes. No, jokes.
Could it be someone who just understands like the toll that it takes being so busy and booked all
Yes,
the
yes.
time?
They can't be,
Floating about.
Blowing up your phone 24/7.
They got to be like, understand when I'm busy. So it has to be revolve around me and obsess with me. We were speaking about this before, but you're so
do you
right.
want them to be obsessed with you or have their own?
Well, they have to have their own goals and motivation and all those aspects that makes them them. Well, I'm feeling, is this a dating podcast or what? But in saying that, I've had a few people reach out in my DMs, but
Show us.
nah, there's some crazy DMs go out. I'm like, what? Like one of them was like, they put a basketball emoji in my my DMs. They're like, oh, sorry, that bounced into your court. Might as well. I'm here. Do you want to go out on a date?
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, it was a bit cheesy, but I'm like, oh,
Did it work?
No.
That's the important question.
Can they do it in person? Like, I love a man with confidence too.
That's what Tyler did. He
see?
in person. He came up to me. First boy that actually, stood his ground and
Okay, tell us a story.
Yeah,
Okay, fully taken over. This is now a dating podcast
we
with
met.
Jazz.
No, we were at. Obviously, you were there the night we met.
I was like, who the
Tyler as
frick
well.
is this guy?
We went to Te Matatini. If you don't know what that is, it's what is?
Cultural Kapahaka Festival.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. But it was the after tini. That's what they were called it. The after tini.
The night out,
It was
Jazzy.
the night out. It was literally the night out. Honestly,
I'm telling you.
and we were with friends, family, cousins, whatever. And he was like, it caught my eye when he walked in. I was like, he's handsome, but I didn't think of anything of it because I was like, you know what, we're leaving tomorrow to Turangi. This is not going to work. Like,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. And then he was actually bold enough, and he came over to me. I've never had a man come up to that's the why, because the boys don't come up, it's the men.
Yeah.
Come up to me and actually compliment me or like say hello, and I was just like blown away by that fact. I feel like
That's
some people
crazy.
are just too
Can't
scared.
conversate.
You literally can't conversate. And he said, Riven Cherring today. I was like, how do you know my name? Like, who are
Fanboy.
you? And then he was just like, it just clicked in my brain because someone had messaged me before we went to the after tini.
Yeah.
And it was him, and I put two and two together. But
Jazzy, we need to go after Timmy.
but it was his profile picture on Instagram hadn't been updated in a long time. So I didn't put two and two together when I seen him, and then on social. So he looks better obviously in person than what his
I feel
profile
like
picture
every
back then
boy
was. 100%. But then and then it kind of just, we were just hanging out the whole night.
You'd rather them look better in person, wouldn't you? Because you're not going to want a boy that's posed up
Catfish.
in the mirror, getting the angles, you kind of want just...
Obsessed with themselves. Like,
Yeah.
leave that to the girls.
But you know what? I think it's really good that he was secure enough in himself to be like, yeah, I know who you are. And like,
Exactly.
I'm interested. I
And-
think that's important.
Exactly. He knew what he wanted, and he made his move, and he got what he wanted.
And look who now you're living together. Crazy. And he moved over for her, Jazzy.
That's what I, yeah. Not just for me, to pursue his own dreams and all that too, but yeah, just like, if he wanted to, he would.
Oh,
See,
okay.
my last boyfriend lied about not knowing who I was, and we were together for I think like 2 months before. I seriously thought I rizzed this boy up in the pub in Hamilton Island, because I was like, I'm not going for anyone that like knows anything about footy. Like, I want someone completely separate. Anyways, I thought, because I approached him because, little holiday romance. So it's all right. And then I was like, I messaged him. I was like, oh, I want to take us on your boat. So went on that and then dated for a bit after when we came back. He was from Sydney, and then
Found out.
I'd asked him a few times. I was like, did you know like anything about like? He's like, oh, I might have heard your name here or there, but nah. Dinner with his mum.
Cap.
She goes, oh, so has, not saying the name, told you about the story about Hamilton Island yet? I'm like, oh no. And then she goes, yeah, when his sister told us that Jasmin Strange was at the pool, him and his two friends ran from the marina to the pool to see if you were actually there.
And how far is that, Jazzy?
Oh, that's honestly like 2 kilometers over a mountain, if you didn't know. So then I'm sitting there livid, like, oh my God, this bloke has lied to me. And then she goes to top it off, and 4 years ago when you played footy with his sister, he asked for you guys to be set up. So he'd literally been hunting me for 4 years and tricked me. And then so I'm just staying far away from all of that now. Because
So he was trying to play like nonchalant, like, I don't know you, girl.
I feel like that's
just
such
such
an
an
ego.
Exactly, because it's just like you want, if he had been like, yeah, like I thought, like
It would
whatever.
have, if you had just been honest from the start, like things
I would have been
gone
like,
different.
yeah,
I can't believe you fumbled Jazzy Strange. That's crazy.
L's in the chat, spam L's in the chat.
L's in the chat. No, so I told myself I'm going to be single for 18 months, guys. Just gonna have fun.
Wait. Can we?
What?
You should tell the podcast about that when you turn 30.
No. Oh, okay. So
Tell us now.
there's a funny story. He probably watches the podcast.
It's okay,
Actually, he's
we
not in a
don't
relationship anymore.
Okay, drop the name. Drop the name.
Me and my friend, we were 11 years old, and we said, if we don't find a boyfriend or girlfriend by the time we're 30, we're getting married. And yeah, that's probably going to happen because he was like my best friend. Like,
What does he look like now?
he's beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
Pretty eyes, moldy, but like
And
fair
we're
skin.
really good family friends with his family too.
Yeah.
So it's not like he doesn't.
Nah, he's always been around, but like we've just
Give him on
never.
the podcast.
No, I'm not telling him to watch this podcast. I see you, boy.
I'll see you soon.
He messaged me the other day. Nah, chill. Speaking of social media, okay, enough dating stuff, guys. But Jazzy's single, by the way. So if you want to shoot your shot at Jazzy Strange, what is it? As Jasmin Strange.
Jasmin.strange, but do not disturb at the moment.
Or D&D. Hit her up on TikTok or watch her YouTube. You still on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of TikTok, why don't we ask the question? Like, we're all NRLW players here, and we get told that we don't take NRLW seriously enough.
Specifically us three, I should say. Specifically us three. I've never heard a conversation with anyone else.
There's a lot of girls now doing TikTok because
Yes.
they've obviously realised there's a lot
How
of money in
good.
brand deals.
Yes.
So it's actually cool now and it's not cringe like it used to be when we...
But we were just the guinea pigs for it, I guess.
Yeah. And we're like the target of social media abuse. Because I don't see those comments anywhere else. Honestly, I don't.
And others, not.
Yeah, well, even when I was at the Fan Fest before the grand final, and all of the other girls got really professional, well thought out questions, and then the bloke goes to me, "Oh, so what's the preparation like for the grand final, and how much of it revolves around TikTok?" And I'm like, first of all, you're a bit old to be obsessed with my TikTok, aren't you? Second of all, who wrote you that question, or did you write it yourself? So after it, I actually went to go find him because I was livid.
Yes,
and I couldn't
girl.
find him anywhere. And then, I got like upset also because I was like, bro, like
That's so
all of these
unfair.
girls here like post TikToks, like
Just as
but
much as we do.
If he had have said it in like a nice, actual, like funny way, but it was just the way he said it was really patronizing and rude. So I obviously
Yeah.
didn't appreciate
He could have
it.
led in with a professional question and then ended it like with a
With a
soft-hearted,
funny- funny.
But I've had the same social media, and they get me up to do TikToks, and I'm just like, guys, like that's just an expression. You just don't know that it actually contributes, 1, financially, 2, builds my brand, 3, like opportunity in female space. Maybe if you paid us more.
If NRL wants to pay us as much as TikTok and Instagram,
Yeah.
then we'll drop it
Facts.
off.
Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Jazzy, Ruben and me were talking yesterday. We wanted to know how many times you've been heard, if you just focused on football rather than doing TikToks,
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
you shouldn't have lost the game. Oh, the amount, because we had a few losses this season, right? Last season too. Or you guys won every game.
She can't even talk about it. I haven't really.
But have you heard that statement?
Well, you go.
No, I was just going to say, it's just people's comeback to when you're losing or anything like that.
Damn.
It's just their little, like, I'll just rub it in a little bit more.
So we need to win more.
Yeah, basically.
So that's why it's all right.
We can't give them anything
All right.
to throw back on us. But back to you, Jazzy.
I don't really get heaps of comments like that, but I think that my following on TikTok is probably not as interested in my footy career. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
get
I
that.
don't think that I get like as much of that negativity, but I also, like, you guys are really good with engaging with your audience. I'm not. So I think that the fact that you guys engage with your audience, which is your strength, also leads you to a lot of people who are doing that attention seeking behavior who are going to comment that, whereas I reply to my friends and people that I know, but I don't like really reply just
Yeah.
because I don't want to open myself up to things like that. So
Yeah.
It's a good insight.
That's actually good insight. Maybe we should stop engaging now.
no
we
more
love
footy
it.
chat, guys. Just strictly no more footy chat.
No, I love it though, because like people, like I said, they want your attention, but when they do, it's like, oh shit, and then sometimes
Yeah.
I like clapping back. So I
I
love
just
it.
don't understand when someone wants your attention, like fan wise, and they come across negative. It's just like that was your one moment to
Make an impression?
Yeah, make an impression, or just
connect in a genuine, kind way.
Exactly, and they always end up doing it in such a dickhead way.
But I love blocking people. We were live last night, and then people were just commenting bullshit. And I was like, "Give me all the smoke. Type it out. Like, out yourself. Out
Yeah,
yourself."
see, they know you're going to reply to them.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just like mute block. Like it's our world. You're just living in it as a fucking side piece. But it's just
Sounds like you
hilarious.
feel.
Yeah. Hashtag who hurt me. Oh fuck. social media, we're on the topic obviously, but I really want to congratulate you for winning 2025 NRLW Entrepreneur of the Year. Like, do you know how cool that is, Jazzy?
Yeah, it actually was really cool, and I was really, really proud of myself. I actually set that goal when I started my business because I think I saw Lauren Brown win it.
Yeah, the dog walking.
The dog walking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so cool. I want to do that.
So let's plug Tiny Tackles.
Yeah, Tiny Tackles. Anyone has kids 2 to 5 years old, we do weekly clinics. If you follow our Instagram at tiny_tackles, you'll be able to see when those clinics are launched. And we actually run our program throughout preschools. So we do one-off 10-week programs and ongoing. So anyone want to reach out to me that wants their kid involved in Tiny Tackles, or
so cute.
reach out to your preschool and get them to email me.
That's
so
cool.
cute. Has that always been like something that you want to pursue? Like,
Yeah.
being loving living.
Well, I just wanted to do a job that I actually enjoy. You know, I don't think there's any point going to work every single day
Facts.
Being
and
miserable.
doing something that you're not passionate about, or you're not actually creating something for yourself. I also struggle very much. I'm a control freak, so I like things done like
Your
the way that
certain
I
way.
want them. Yeah. So yeah, Tiny Tackles, you know, I've always been really good with younger kids, and I love working with them. They're just so funny and genuine and just kind, you know, especially at that age. It's the cutest
so
job in the
innocent.
world. Yeah. So yeah, I've always loved doing that. And then obviously coupling it with football, you know, our programs are coached by NRL and NRLW players. So I think it's really exciting for the kids to be able to see their coaches on TV that weekend. I think that's just such an
beautiful.
invaluable
And then their
experience.
reaction obviously just like,
Oh, I know. And all the Tiny Tackles kids have started coming to our NRLW games. So it's really good for the growth of the game as well, obviously having more fans there. But it's so cute. I see them after the game and they're so excited.
That's what I love, Jazzy. You're a businesswoman. Even when I dropped my journal, you gave me so many ideas, and like just our conversation, I was like, this girl knows her shit, man. Like, she knows her shit, and that's what I respect. But people don't see that side of you.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I've definitely struggled with my personal brand being what it is, you know, like typically dolled up, blonde, playing footy. But I did that on purpose because that got me a lot of attention and a lot of brand deals.
You're unapologetically yourself, and we love that.
Yeah, but that's not, I wouldn't say that my social media is a genuine reflection of my personality, and I think a lot
just
of
one
people
side.
say that, and but it's fine because it's a tool, it's a means to an end at the moment, but I don't think that it reflects my personality. And even I struggle a lot with just so many new people that I meet say to me, oh, I thought you were going to be a bitch. I'm really surprised that like you're not, and I'm like, okay, first of
What
all,
a
don't tell me that because I don't need that in my head. But they don't mean it in a rude way. But it just affects
just
me
judging
because
your
I'm,
social media
I'm like,
presence.
okay, why did you think that? Because I post a bikini photo,
Yeah.
or because do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just, it's something that I have to struggle with, but it's also such a valuable tool that I don't want to give up.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
People think they know you, but they don't. And
I
like,
think they know you because you're always popping up on their socials, and I don't know.
Well, I think my experience in social media has been really valuable for me in the marketing of my Tiny Tackles programs as well. You know, I market it through social media, so using that experience has like translated into real world business as well. So it's very cool.
I don't think people actually understand that you can make money as a female athlete through social media. You know, one of the Blues girls
Or how
actually...
much money?
Or how much money. One of the Blues girls actually asked me in camp this year, do you get paid for JBL? And I was like, girl,
Do you think I'm turning up for free?
do you think I'm doing this for free? And then like I kind of felt a little bit disrespectful because I was like, you know, you make money. What makes you think that I don't? Like, oh, it's just
Slap in the face?
Slap
They
in the
wouldn't
face.
have meant it in a rude way though, but they just genuinely don't understand.
Don't understand. And
It
I'm
just
like,
goes to show that there's so much untapped in the social media.
for female athlete
realm.
opportunity,
It's
especially in
good to
Australia.
see that, you know, we've probably copped a bit of abuse for being the first girls in rugby league
put ourselves out there.
ourselves out there.
Guinea
But
pigs.
now, every time I'm scrolling on TikTok, day in the life, come to the gym with me as an NRLW athlete. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm really glad that you guys are jumping on it because I've been trying to tell everyone, all my
Yes.
friends for so long.
Yeah.
I'm like, please post yourself. Like, you are just so, like, you
Cool.
have this niche. And I
Yeah.
give them all the tips, like Jamie Frezard. I'm like, jump into your niche, you know, mental resilience,
Yeah.
working with young kids, like setbacks, everything. Jump into it and post yourself because you will seriously explode.
Bro, we are tech support at Para. The amount of times girls are like, how do I do this? And we
help me edit this?
We offer that because we're like, no, like,
I want
you've
it.
got a cool niche.
But doesn't take away from our social media or like us doing well, other people doing well. You know, the saying that's like a rose doesn't make a sunflower less beautiful. I want everyone around
win,
me
to come up,
to
exactly.
succeed because it doesn't take away from anything of yourself. And I don't think that people understand that when we're telling you post on social media, it's because we see that you have potential and we want you to do well.
If anything as well, it helps our game. Like, it grows us as an NRLW. Like, people will be like, oh, does NRLW not pay enough? It's just be like, well, if we keep showing what we do outside of it, maybe they'll
There's some depth to our, like, there is so much room at the table for all of us to eat. I've been saying this for years now, but it is nice finally seeing it and girls put themselves out there.
We have such engaged audiences as well, you know, as opposed to a typical influencer who's just posting their normal things.
Yeah.
But as a female athlete, you actually do have such an engaged audience, and you can see that. Like, there's a lot of influencers that have 1 million followers or 500,000 and they get 2,000 likes on a post or video, whereas we're getting like 30.
The engagement's there
because there's no depth of personality.
Fans.
They do it for the quick fix money, but like there's depth to us. We're an athlete by day.
So we're actually just plugging ourselves if anyone wants any brand.
Actually, Tiny Tackles.
Our engagements are really high.
Yeah, so if you're a person looking for a campaign, you got 3 beautiful NRLW Maori girls right here for your brand. Tiny Tackles, though, is it based in Central Coast?
Central Coast and Newcastle, and then I'm going to go to the South Coast before I come to Sydney.
Yeah,
because
Sydney will be huge.
Sydney is just, I am one person doing all of this myself.
Yes.
My mum helps me. She'll kill me if I say that. But yeah, it's just a lot. So I can only bite off however much I can chew. So
amazing.
Speaking on that too, actually, I wanted to know, I was just been listening to you, Jazzy. I'm like, you speak so well. Your mum's a teacher, isn't she?
Yes.
So growing up, would she always like, I don't know,
on your back?
How was it?
Fights at home for sure, because I would have been 3, and because she's a primary school teacher, like A, B, C and everything, and then she would have the abacus out when I do my maths homework. We had all them little blocks with like the cubes of the metric
ones,
the ones, you know. Yeah, so there was definitely a lot of fights growing up. I actually got a scholarship to Central Coast Grammar School, an academic scholarship. So yeah, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, you know, I went on Live and That's podcast and they were asking about my ATAR, but it's a big secret.
But everyone knows my fucking ATAR.
48%?
No,
48% ATAR?
52, bro. Chill.
I don't even do ATAR, guys.
That's okay. That's above average.
Above average is a pass.
But yeah, I think.
What's your ATAR?
I didn't do ATAR.
Exactly. Shush.
Hey, I passed high school. That's all.
Are we going to get it out of Jazzy?
No.
Let's try guess.
No. A lot of people.
It's pretty high, obviously.
I reckon it's
pretty
high.
surprised to hear that.
I reckon
me.
a 91. She's giving 91 vibes, or like a high 80s. If it was a secret,
Have some faith.
I'm going to go
reckon-
96.
fuck yeah. One of my mates got a 98. Well, she's a smart bitch. But I reckon
bloody doctors now?
Yeah, she's a.
I'm going to say 96.
I know, we always joke about it because, yeah, obviously went to that school and then I'm just not using I am using my education for
in
marketing.
a different way.
Just, I thought I was going to be a scientist or a physio or something.
Oh yeah, that's
but
definitely
now I'm
high,
just,
like 90s. Yep.
No, I'm just.
So wait, what's the age gap between you and Ethan?
He's, I think, almost 3 years younger than me. Everyone
Whoa.
asks if my older brother.
Oh, I thought you
you're
were like
2002
really close, like or
or
twins. I would say
one?
twins.
I'm 2001.
2001.
You're our brother's age,
And then he's
In
2004.
December. Then he's 2004, yeah.
so he's younger
he's-
than you.
Yeah, he's basically, yeah.
You and Muniata. Amazing.
Me and Vanessa.
Is he smart too?
No. He is, he's done his barber course.
Hey, at least he's doing something. He's in our players.
he's done his,
How do you do anything?
he's done his barber course. He's always cut hair. You know, we have a little hair studio in our garage.
Love
so,
that. So all the boys come
Yeah,
over for a cut.
he did not care about school. I think he dropped out in year 9. So lucky he made it. We always say lucky he made it in footy because, yeah, he would just be spearfishing and he would be so happy. He genuinely would not care. You know, we've got a granny flat at our house. He would just live in that. I'm living in it right now, so I'm obviously not.
So he's based in Canberra, but
Yeah.
obviously he comes
He's
home
just
often.
about to buy his first house as well.
Oh, round of
Wow.
applause. Love that.
In Canberra though.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crap living there. I always give people shit for living in Canberra, and I'm like, sorry, I hate going there. It's boring. But
Questacon.
each
Is
their
that
own.
big slide at Questacon? I'd have to do that every day, I reckon, if I lived there.
And I guess last question from me, Jazzy. This was a hot favorite from our social media. So when are you signing with the Blue and Gold?
Well, my best friend Jade just signed there.
Wait,
so
what?
you get to meet my friend Jade Hurdo. She's an absolute cracker.
I've met Jade before.
Yeah.
I don't know this, and I'm pretty up to date.
Okay, well, hopefully the contract's going through. But so I'll come visit you guys all the time. because
You
I'll
can
be,
come
I'll be
to-
staying there with her all the time. So
You can come to Parramatta whenever you want. If you need a contract, I'll pull one out of my ass right now.
I think you got some good back rows there, don't you?
Oh, yeah, they can jump in the middle. You can jump on the back edge. You can that multi-duality, you know.
I
But
play wing, centre, back row.
oh, anything. But no, thanks for that, Jazzy. That was pretty cool. We got to know a little bit about you, which is pretty. You're just so cool, man. Like I tell everyone, like we hear stuff, and I always pull people up. I'm just like, you don't know her. You actually don't know her. Like, get to know her, and maybe
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
yeah. So don't judge a book by its cover, because we get the same. So it's just like we kind of share some common conversations,
grounds.
which is crazy. But appreciate you, Jazzy, at Jasmin.Strange if you want to hit her up. Not me. I'm single for 18
With
months.
brand
guys.
deals.
With brand deals.
With Randalls, that's it.
Audience Corner, where we hear from you guys. The question is, what did you guys do before the NRLW work-wise?
Jazzy, we'll hear from you first.
Okay, I was a Hungry Jack's girl. My first job when I wasn't old enough to have a job, so I got paid cash in hand, was at a homewares store at Foresters Beach on the Central Coast. And then I worked in Hungry Jack's from when I was like 14 to 18, I think. Honestly, if every job got paid the same, I would seriously work at Hungry Jack's. You know those games where it's like the simulator of like food stuff? Oh, I was killing it on that Mark headset. I was like, it's called
A Whopper with cheese, please.
Welcome to the home of the mighty Whopper. How can I make you a happy shopper? And I would get the bad bit. Here you go. People would be throwing Fantas through the window. It was always like entertaining. Actually, it's so weird, but I actually loved it. And then I worked in Ush from when I was the time 18, so like vacation care
Ush,
and after
yep.
school care. So I worked with kids and that. That's me.
Amazing. We'll end you because you asked the question. So I was working kind of the same cash in hand at a restaurant, Italian, in Fremantle, WA when I was 14. La Puchetta, I was a waitress, got paid cash in hand. Thought it was so cool. I was also doing 3 cleaning jobs to pay for my own training because I was in preparation for the Youth Commonwealth Games and mum and dad didn't have extra change. So I had to hustle my ass to buy, to pay for the sprint coach with Cole Conditioning.
Yeah, wow.
And then I also were working at McDonald's. Funny story, us 3, me, my brother and my sister all used to work at the same McDonald's in Jollymont. Shout out to Jollymont, McDonald's in WA. 17, 18, 19, 16, 17, 18, I was working there as the customer service hostess. So not on the orders. I was the one greeting because I can talk
Wiping
underwater.
tables and cleaning
wiping
the
tables and greeting the customers, and then that's when the boards just come in to
So they
order
just
them up.
paid you to talk to everyone.
Literally. So that's where I kind of started, and then ended up in mental health space, and now I'm a content creator. Ruben, what about you?
Well, my first job, I was 14 and I was working at Macca's, obviously with you and our brother. That was my first job. How long did we work there for?
Like 3 years. Or maybe
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then my next job, I jumped into...
You got fired.
I did not get fired. I stopped working at Macca's because we moved houses, so the Macca's wasn't local anymore.
Cheward Hill.
And then we moved to a different location, and then I got a job at Zambero's.
She got
shout out
fired.
to Zambero's. I did not get fired. Shut up. Can you let me talk?
Fight.
My next job was Zambero's, and that made me fall in love with burritos. Oh my gosh, the way I used to like make my food after my shift, it was just the best.
What, the 2 shifts you had?
Bro, shut up. You used to work at Chemist Warehouse. didn't you?
Yeah, I
Got
did.
that one.
Forgot that
Anyways,
one too.
that's not even a diss. That was so guy. Anyway, and then I moved to Sydney, and then I got a pick packing job. So I was working
here we
pick
go.
packing, actually, work my ass off, slaving my way out because it's so depressing in pick packing jobs and warehouses, guys. If you know, you know. And there's so much bloody drama in warehouses. It's
Yeah,
literally
I
like
heard it's
high
pretty
school.
bad.
It's so bad. But Kennedy wouldn't know what hard work is.
She thinks she wakes
She's
up at
never
4
done
a.m.
labouring jobs. I'm
And?
talking labouring jobs.
I work
And then
smarter,
after
not
that,
harder.
I worked in a freezer pick packing job, and that's just different. Obviously, I know why they get paid more because you freeze your ass off in those bloody freezers. And then
Coles,
obviously
eh?
now I do
Coles Warehouse.
No, but yeah, Coles Warehouse, and then it went to the freezer. But now I just do disability support work, and I do respite.
Nice. Don't diminish someone's hard work, Ruben, because sometimes you got to do it a different way. And obviously, it didn't have to work
You're
that
just saying
hard
that 'cause
labor.
you're getting cut.
Yeah, I am.
Cutty grass.
But do we both, all of us, do you guys still have to work in the season? Like, what does that look like for you now? Because obviously we've laid the foundation, get into the NRLW. What does the other 6 months look like? Because are you still working with Tiny Tackles?
Well, I worked full-time during the season with Tiny Tackles, and then I did also social media and just general media.
Yeah.
And I definitely overworked myself. I was having mentee bees every second day, and I had injuries from driving 4 or 5 hours a day for Tiny Tackles. So I'm going to have to put a halt on that next year, but we're very lucky with the NRL actually paying us a livable wage now. So I will be able to not work during next season.
I love that. It's crazy because I still got comments last on TikTok Live, and someone was like, you don't make enough money. That's so shame. And I'm like, oh, keep going with that agenda. You think we don't make enough money? Yeah, you can.
They just RLPA.
Yeah, shout out to RLPA.
Shout out to the RLPA. Thank you.
What about you in season? What have you been doing?
I've learnt my lesson. So obviously Jazzy just said that she overworked herself last year and the year before when I was doing the warehousing and all that.
Yeah, full time.
It was just so hard with driving too, because driving from the Shire, Campbelltown to Parrot, and then it was just a big circle. But the early mornings and just working from Monday to Friday and then trying to back it up for training.
Games.
Yeah, literally I ended up quitting my job in season because I was working casual and then just relying on my footy money. But now I've obviously I'm in a better job now that it's more flexible, and I dropped down my shifts. So before the season started, I was working Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday even. But now that when footy comes in play, I drop down to like 1-2 shifts.
Yeah,
just
nice.
a little bit of balance.
Yeah.
We're very grateful to all of our employers that are flexible with us as well, that understand being a part-time athlete. And I've had a lot of really good jobs, especially my USH job. You know, they were so flexible with me being a part-time athlete. So.
Yeah, well, I've got Greg Inglis as my boss, so he obviously knows rugby league.
Shout out to some good bosses.
Shout out to Greg.
Exactly.
He was like, oh, you coming to the 2 clinics? Because obviously we're off-season. I was like, oh, sorry, I'll be on holiday next month. Sorry for 6 weeks I'll be away. But just the understanding from someone like him, or even that understands the tiniest bit of what it's like to be a semi-pro athlete. And I know that gets chucked in our face like a diss, but it's just like, we've got to grind because we only got a 6-month comp unless you're in the rep pathways. But that's not everyone. Not everyone plays reps. Like,
I love my time off. I'm booked and busy with holidays.
Yeah,
The second
same.
it's over. So
that's literally me at the moment too. So, but the grind, we've got a few hustlers here. I love that. We're very, very much the same, know what it takes to get to where we are. And I don't think we've seen the full potential. Well, my personal experience with you guys, I don't think we've seen the full potential of what you guys can bring.
I've got a question for you.
Yes. Oh, hit me. Here we go. Podcast host.
Fan question.
All right, hit me.
Is influencing hard?
I don't want to get cancelled.
It's
Okay.
time consuming.
Time consuming and time poor, but it is not hard to pull up a camera
Thank
and
you,
edit.
exactly.
I know there's influencers that go on that. It's so hard. Well,
so
maybe
hard.
manage your time.
Creative,
The editing,
blah, blah, blah.
that's
It's just
the
time
hardest
consuming.
bit.
It's not hard.
No.
And if you're creative, which I think we all are, obviously.
You
it's
enjoy
not-
it anyway.
It's not hard. Influencing is not hard.
It's hard if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know and you're not organized and you're not creative or you don't have a niche.
But once you get the hang of it, it comes easy and,
Yeah.
And then you just have
flows.
no time ever in the rest of your life.
People ask, how do you do social media? 1, learn for yourself. What makes you interesting? That's a tip from me. And then capitalize on it. Pump out content. Sacrifice
Don't
time.
undersell yourself either.
Period.
No, I tell all these girls, I'm like, I was talking to Jamie, the dragon swinger, and I'm like, oh, you're popping off. Stop doing these gifted free collabs.
Yes.
Like, obviously, if it's a small business, totally different.
Ask for your money.
But I'm like, don't undersell yourself. Like, they are literally profiting off of your name and
your
image.
face and everything. Yep.
Don't undersell yourself. And no, I don't do anything for free with JBL. Thank you. So... Okay, now it's time to announce our winner from last episode for their $300 gift card. This will be our last one for the season, but the winner is, drumroll please, is Angela.Carlin. She just engaged with a really, really cool Cherries on Top kind of poem thing, similar to last week. So I think she, knew the way to our heart. But we'll be in touch, sis. Thank you so much for engaging in our podcast. We truly, truly appreciate it. There were so many good comments, like our TikTok. Our socials this month has popped off. We've had over 1 million engagements just this month with the podcast on all platforms. Actually, no, just Instagram. So that's not even TikTok.
That's crazy. On Instagram.
Yep, just Instagram. So hurry up and follow us. Don't be stingy. Okay, so this episode is obviously the last, so we thought we'd go out with a bang. All you have to do, guys, do you remember, Ruben? Because I ask you every time and you always forget.
It's just because my mind goes blank. But yes, I did remember. All you have to do is tell us the reasoning on who Jazzy should pledge her allegiance to, because she's eligible for 3 top tier 1 countries: New Zealand, Australia, and England.
So we want to hear from you, and maybe Jazzy will actually read some
help.
comments. Need some.
I'll read everyone. I need some help.
Be nice, but she will hopefully take into some consideration your guys' input. It's that easy. Oh shit!
And you can win $300, is it?
Yeah, $300 for Rebel Sport. Easy.
Yeah. You can win
Is that easy?
$300.
It's a shush, bro.
Help a girl out. Help yourself out. Get some new boots.
Easy. It's that simple. It's that easy, guys. But don't forget to follow us on all socials. What are they, Ruben?
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Facebook.
Yeah, she forgets every time. Anyways, every platform we
At
are
Cherries
there.
on Top
At
Pod.
Cherries on Top Pod. Thank you, Jazzy, for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you.
But anyways, thank you for tuning in to season 2, guys. We really appreciate all the support and love that we've received this year. Things are coming back better, hotter, amazinger. I don't even know if that's a word, but next year. So thank you for tuning in, and don't forget, everything's better
With a cherry on top.
I don't have mine.
Reuben Cherrington to Kennedy Cherrington.
Navigated the biggest ocean we can navigate.